and with that, I'll open it up for questions.
Joe, with running backs like Genty and that offensive line, what are you having to come back and prepare for this week with the run game?
Well, I'll tell you what now, they do a great job. Coach Kelly and Coach Carroll, they've emphasized the run game, and Genty's, he can make all the cuts. I mean, you look at the Chicago game when he broke those long runs. You look at the Washington game, he had some great runs in there. Every week, he's gotten better and better. So it's all hands on deck, all 11. We're going to have our hands full. He's a heck of a player. He was at Boise, and he's continuing to do it. He's got like 430 yards rushing and top 10 in the league. So we got our hands full, run and pass.
And with Chip Kelly, how have you seen him evolve from when he was at Oregon to where he's at now as a play caller?
Well, I think I've known Chip for 37 years. I played at UMass. He was at New Hampshire. He's a phenomenal schemer, offensive coach. He's going to put his players in best positions to make plays.
Coach, that spot next to Chris on the interior, how have you felt just in general about the production, especially with Derek?
Well, Derek's here we
Sorry.
go. Raider week.
Fired up.
Well, with Derek, Derek's first, second down, run, stop, and nose tackle. But with him, with Omar, Omar's given some great reps in there. Early on in the year, the Eagles game against Philadelphia, he had his first career sack. And then obviously in the Giant game, he had 22 snaps and played the run and the pass well. So, and Jerry Tillery's done some good job in there. So it's an ongoing process, and those guys are going to continue to get better.
Joe, Drew Tranquil mentioned the run game meetings that you kick off the week with. Can you just talk about your goals and what you like to do there?
Well, everything starts, Coach Spags gives us the goals for the week, and he, like I said before, Coach Spags does a great job. He empowers, he gives ownership to all the assistant coaches, not just the position coaches, but all the young coaches as well. They have a certain game plan part of the week that they have to present. And we have a little run game meeting. We spice it up and what our goals are, who we got to stop, how we're going to stop them, and it's just part of football.
Coach, during the preseason, there was a lot of talk about, I know pressures are important, it's not just about sacks, but it seemed like there was a real kind of focus. Chris has talked about it, about the pressures are great, but we got to get the quarterback down more.
No question about it. We have a saying, pressures and hits are great, but we want him on his back. And, we had our opportunities, and we're continuing to get better, and usually, analytics will tell you that usually leads to sacks. We had some great tight coverage, the other night with Goff. I mean, he got rid of the ball 2.2, faster than anyone we've seen all year. So when you get rid of the ball, but then when the coverage is there, rush got to be there. And, Coach Spags had a great call at the end of the game. We locked them down. Chris had a great move inside, had them wrapped up. Charles cleaned them up. We had opportunities earlier to do that and didn't get them down. But it's just an ongoing, you got to keep getting better at it. When the coverage is there, rush has to be there. It goes hand in hand.
Joe, how do you spice up the run game meetings? What is it you do to animate that so much?
Well, I think all the coaches do a great job with their area. We just, there might be some things in there that we put in and we talk about, but it's just, being creative with it.
Visual aids and.
There's some visual aids. I like Mike Tyson. If you have to knock the run out, I want to show Mike Tyson knocking some people out.
Coach, you
Last
helped.
couple.
I saw Chris Jones a bunch after that bad play, and everybody was talking bad about him. He was with you a lot. Can you talk about the relationship you have with your guys and helping them get through tough times?
Well, I learned this from my mentor a long time ago. You're only as good as your last play. That last play, that particular day, we weren't very good. Coaching me and then playing. And it wasn't just Chris, but you got to put that behind you and learn from it and move forward and give your best effort the next play. There was some great efforts leading up to that play when we got the quarterback down and should have got him down another time, but it was just one of those fluke things. And the thing that we try to stress from Coach Reed on down, Coach Spags does a great job of it. You never know when that play is going to come. So that play could come on the third play of the game, could come on the 63rd play of the game. You give everything you have till you can't give any more, and that doesn't happen. But Chris is as good as there is in the NFL at his position, and he bounced back great, and he had a great game last week. When we needed it the most in crunch time, he was there.
Last one, anyone?
What other things are you're really working on? Right? Is sacks the number one thing just to get the quarterback on the ground? Is there other things that are points that you're working on that you
Every day in your technique. Every day in your technique. I mean, from the run game, when Spags asked you to drop, I mean, it's just ongoing, every game.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.